It used to be, who am I gonna marry? Now it's, do I even wanna do that? Do I even want another human being knowing my address? Look at this statistic. In 1949, 79% of households in America contained a married couple. Today, it's 47%. That is a massive swing. Less and less people are staying in love, but it's not just that. Less and less people are finding love. We're seeing a dating recession, a birth rate decline. Valentine's Day has become Singles Awareness Day. It just has, okay? But it's not just romantic love. It seems like togetherness in general is at an all-time low. I'm talking family, I'm talking friends. We're living in a loneliness epidemic. We're more comfortable with followers than we are friends, and we have all the contacts in the world, but not the connection to go with it. And we even live in a day and age where machines meet our relational needs better than people do. And what's interesting is over the last few decades, as Hollywood has lost interest in writing new love stories, neuroscientists were actually discovering something fascinating about love itself. Let me show you something called the neurotheology of love. That's what I want to call it. And I want to borrow this for a moment from Harvard professor Arthur Brooks, the science part. He breaks down the science explanation of falling in love like this, 3 steps. Step number 1 would be attraction, for which you need testosterone and estrogen. This is the part of the journey of falling in love where you are positive she's God's will for your life just because she's hot. And it might be the Holy Spirit, but it's definitely hormones. Is it both? Only time will tell. Step number 2 is infatuation, brought to you by a chemical cocktail of dopamine and norepinephrine. Dopamine is what makes you feel the euphoria of the romance. It's why you can, literally speaking, become addicted to the honeymoon phase of falling in love, because it functions in your brain the same way as any other drug. Norepinephrine is adrenaline. It's what gives you the nervous butterflies feeling, you know? It's why you'll check your phone every 5 seconds, or you'll drive 3 hours just to give him a hug and give him a kiss. You are, chemically speaking, biologically a little bit delusional, but you don't care. You don't see the ick anymore. You see endearing quirks. You don't see, it's not baggage, she's deep. It's depth. It's not immaturity, he's got potential, right? You don't see sneezy Steve anymore. You see a man after God's own heart, anointed with a pollen allergy. You're quite literally, you're crazy in love, chemically. And then it's step 3, which is attachment. The butterflies might fly away, but this is when oxytocin helps you build friendship slowly over time. But therein lies the problem. Slowly and over time. Because even though God's design for love is mostly about step 3, where long-term attachment is established, fewer and fewer people make it there anymore because it doesn't feel like love. So this is a recent pattern of our world. We want the short-term attraction and the infatuation way more than we want the long-term attachment. Who's got time for that? Just give me steps 1 and 2. And then once again, give me steps 1 and 2. And then let's do it one more time. Give me steps 1 and 2. It's why every rom-com finishes with the big kiss at the wedding and the credits roll before the marriage begins, because we know what sells. But in the process, we have turned love into another dopamine chase, training our brains that true love is butterflies and euphoria, way more than it is friendship and connection. But when love becomes the love drug, then like all addictions, you just need more of it. Another new fling with another new person. And it can't be then, it's gotta be now. Pornography and another fling and reality TV, the drama, the infatuation. I'll say it this way, oxytocin tomorrow cannot compete with dopamine today. Take it from a pastor who has had an addiction. Sunsets are so much better than Vicodin unless you're addicted to Vicodin. God's version of true love is so much better than the world's unless you're addicted to the world's. Romans 12, 1-2 says this: therefore I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, in view of the gospel, in light of God's goodness and God's grace, offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. And then you may recognize this part: do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. This has never been more relative. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. When it comes to all things love, sex, and relationships, you will either conform to the world's patterns, or you will be transformed by God to see that his way is better.